8 years later, the air hangs heavy with the acrid stench of burning debris. Fleming, a man etched with the lines of his late 40s, stares through binoculars, his face a mask of horror. From the heart of the fiery wreckage, a human figure, Simon, emerges, glowing with an unearthly light. He moves with eerie slowness, surrounded by an intense, swirling inferno. Simon's eyes burn with a terrifying blood-red intensity, fixed on an unseen horror. Around Simon, light intensifies, coiling into a brilliant, rapidly expanding whirlpool. The heavens ignite in a spectacular display, mirroring the chaotic energy swirling below. A colossal column of brilliant light erupts, piercing the sky for miles, an endless beacon. The sheer power of the light stretches into the heavens, a breathtaking and terrifying spectacle. From the colossal column, countless beings of light descend with breathtaking speed, streaking towards the terrified Earth. Their radiant forms illuminate the crumbling embassy ruins, casting long, dancing shadows. As the luminous entities near, a chilling fear grips the terrified crowds below. People collapse, disintegrating into piles of dust as the beings of light pass, an ominous judgment unfolding. The air fills with the silent horror of their dissolution, a terrifying testament to the unstoppable power. Amidst the chaotic throng, Fleming's desperate face, etched with profound anguish, strains to pierce through the panic. His eyes, wide with a desperate plea, fixate on Simon, a silent prayer escaping his lips in the tumultuous scene. With a hand trembling, Fleming raises a megaphone to his lips, his voice a fragile hope against the rising chaos. Through the amplified static, his voice cracks. "Simon! Simon, please stop all this destruction." His plea echoes, charged with raw emotion. "We are your friends. Please, Simon." Fleming's desperate plea hangs in the air, a lone, vulnerable voice against the backdrop of impending ruin. In the desolate embassy ruins, Simon's lips move, but the voice that emerges is deep, rough, and otherworldly. Simon declares, "I cannot stop. It's not me, but heaven. Humans have broken loose the gates between heaven and earth." His voice booms with terrifying finality. Judgment Day has begun. The crumbling embassy ruins loom, a stark monument to betrayal and despair. Fleming's voice, raw and desperate, tears through the silence, echoing the devastation. "But why us? We are your friends." His plea rings out, a testament to broken trust. "What can we do? What should we do?" he cries, his voice a desperate, echoing question. Each word shatters the silence, a desperate echo of his anguish. "Please, Simon, help us," he begs, his final plea hanging heavy in the ruins. From the ruins of the embassy, Simon's voice, alien yet tinged with a familiar ache, echoes with a final farewell. He turns, slowly walking away, a solitary figure against an impending cosmic shift. A colossal whirlpool of light, now a mile wide, follows his every step, consuming the vast sky above. His parting words, a heartbreaking whisper, "I wish I could. Please tell Sarah, Eric, and Lily that I love them." The sky transforms into an abyss of swirling light, Simon's figure diminishing into the heart of the cosmic maelstrom. A bleak, gray January day as rain falls steadily, soaking the ground in an old Chicago cemetery. A bleak, gray January day as rain falls steadily, soaking the ground in an old Chicago cemetery. The assassin stands, every movement a cold calculation, with barbed wire marking the state prison boundary behind him. His gaze fixes on a tombstone, the number 7,328 etched into the cold stone, a stark, chilling revelation. He remembers what happened. He understands this muddy plot is his own grave, a space he now occupies, a grim destiny. His eyes, sharp and methodical, meticulously search for a vulnerable target among the endless rows of vehicles. He locks onto a lone figure, a man in a green parka, his fate sealed in the assassin's unwavering gaze. The unsuspecting man is caught in the assassin's crosshairs, a silent harbinger of the coming storm. David Hirsch, distinguished and oblivious, walks toward his car, a regal figure unaware of the lurking danger. His vehicle waits in a secluded, poorly lit corner, an inviting trap in the encroaching darkness. From the profound shadows, the assassin emerges, a silent, fluid specter of menace. A sleek, black handgun materializes in his gloved hand, a chilling promise of swift, silent violence. Under the harsh glare of parking lot lights, a menacing assassin looms, a dark silhouette against the night. David, his face a mask of pure terror, flinches as the assassin barks. "Give me your wallet and your car keys." Trembling, David shoves a wad of cash and car keys forward, pleading, "Please, do not kill me. Here, take everything I have. I have 2 young children and a wife. I will not notify the police," David begs. The assassin, a cold, unyielding presence, accepts the phone without a word, a chilling prelude to an inevitable act. With a fluid, practiced motion, the assassin raises a silenced pistol, its barrel glinting ominously in the dim light. A silent shot echoes through the vast space as David's body crumples to the asphalt, life extinguished in an instant. The assassin casts a fleeting glance at the lifeless form, a chilling indifference etched on their face. The transaction complete, the assassin turns and vanishes into the night, leaving only silence and a lingering chill. Hidden in the deep shadows of a parked car, a woman watches in horror as a brutal murder unfolds before her eyes. Her hand, trembling uncontrollably, fumbles for her mobile phone, a desperate need for help igniting within her. She dials 911, her voice a hushed but urgent whisper, a silent prayer against the encroaching darkness. The stolen car speeds away, its license plate etched into her memory, a crucial clue in the unfolding tragedy. A silent witness, her call for help echoes through the night, a beacon of hope in the darkness. Sirens wail a desperate symphony as police cars converge, their flashing lights painting the highway in a frantic dance of red and blue. 3 patrol cars form an impenetrable barrier, caging the assassin's stolen vehicle. Escape routes vanish. A hail of bullets tears through the stolen car, shattering windows and shredding metal. A violent crescendo of destruction. The assassin, caught in the relentless barrage, attempts a desperate maneuver, the vehicle groaning under the brutal assault. The assassin reels from a direct hit, his body convulsing as the stolen car swerves violently across the highway. Metal shrieks against metal as the car collides with multiple police vehicles, a devastating impact ripping through the air. Catapulted skyward, the vehicle tumbles end over end, a twisted ballet of destruction against the open road. It crashes in a mangled, fiery heap, a testament to the brutal force of the collision, now a twisted wreck. The assassin's eyes flutter open, his vision a hazy blur, as he lies on a cold metal table, the chill seeping into his bones. 2 figures, a man and a woman, loom over him, their faces obscured by stark white masks. The man's hand, clad in a white glove, holds a gleaming scalpel, its tip poised menacingly close to the assassin's skin. The woman watches with an unnerving stillness, her presence amplifying the oppressive tension. The cold metal table presses against his back, a stark reminder of his vulnerable state. The scalpel's sharp tip glints under the harsh morgue lights, promising an impending incision. In the sterile silence of the morgue, the assassin's scream shatters the air, a desperate, echoing cry. He lunges forward, a ghost of a man, his hand passing through the living, a chilling impossibility. His voice, a desperate, "Hey, what are you doing?" rings with futile urgency as the scalpel descends. He watches, utterly helpless, as his world unravels, a phantom limb in a corporeal tragedy. A horrifying realization dawns, bringing with it a flood of brutal memories, carjacking, chase, gunshots. 2 figures, a coroner and his assistant, loom over me, their faces grim and unfeeling. Sunlight struggles through sparse trees, casting long shadows over endless rows of identical tombstones. Each cold stone bears only a number, a stark testament to forgotten lives. I stand, before 7,328. A chilling marker of a life erased. My name nowhere in sight. A chilling fog embraces the cemetery, its cold, damp tendrils clinging to him as he stands amidst the silent tombstones. He struggles to push away the gruesome images, but they cling, a horrifying testament to his past. The stark gravity of his current situation, the finality of his actions, slowly begins to loom. My legs begin to sink into the cold, muddy ground, trapping me in my resting place. The earth swallows me slowly, a chilling embrace in the desolate graveyard. A silent scream tears through him, trapped in a throat that refuses to yield sound. The cold earth embraces him, an agonizing invasion that steals his breath. Worms writhe beneath his skin, a grotesque dance of vermin within. In the desolate cemetery, an abyss of darkness suddenly opens beneath him, swallowing him whole. Pure, unadulterated fear engulfs him as he plunges into the unknown, a chilling scream escaping his lips. His desperate cries echo in the void. "Oh, no, Mama, I am scared. Help me, please, wherever you are." The muddy ground greedily absorbs his dissolving form, a gruesome embrace. He is a prisoner of his own decay, his consciousness trapped within the horrifying transformation. The atrocious passage of his body into the earth marks his final, terrifying dissolution. Motionless on the cold, damp ground, his eyes stare blankly at nothing, a chilling stillness in the underground. Above his body, a shimmering, indistinct soul hovers, tethered by an unseen, agonizing force. The sweet release of death eludes him. He is trapped, a silent observer of his own slow decay. The abstract concept of energy recycling now resonates with an agonizing, unbearable clarity. Only the searing, relentless pain of his current state remains, a constant, unbearable presence. In the deep underground, a body dissolves into a dark, viscous puddle, its form melting into the earth. The inky liquid seeps deeper, a macabre transformation unfolding within the planet's hidden depths. Other dark gold fluids emerge, joining the flow, a subterranean river of unknown origins. These mysterious currents converge, drawn inexorably towards the fiery heart of the magma. The dark gold liquids swirl, a cosmic dance within the entrails of the planet. Eons pass, and these strange fluids will become pure energy, a potent force born from the Earth's core. In this inferno, damned souls writhe, their energy screaming, forever tortured, kept for eternity. Consumed and burned, they endure endless agony. The air crackles with unbearable torment, a symphony of suffering. My awareness of this hell is absolute, a terrifying truth. Every fiber of my being registers the overwhelming despair of this place. In the spectral light of dawn, David Hirsch, now a translucent phantom, drifts through a cemetery where shadows stretch long. His ethereal form hovers before a weathered tombstone, his gaze fixed on the chilling inscription. The words, "Here lies David Hirsch," are carved into the stone, a stark and desolate truth. Lost in a haunting reverie, David is trapped in a memory, the past week's events echoing in his mind, a jarring sensation of being rushed, the world blurring into a chaotic whirl of movement. Disorientation reigns as the ground seems to tilt and sway, a dizzying loss of control. Floating above the operating table, a disembodied presence observes the frantic dance of life and death unfolding below. Surgeons move in a blur of urgency, their hands a desperate symphony against the stark white of the room. Nurses swiftly pass instruments, their faces etched with intense concentration, a silent pact in the face of crisis. A nurse gently wipes sweat from a surgeon's brow, a fleeting moment of humanity amidst the sterile chaos. The scene is a desperate, chaotic ballet, where every movement is a prayer, every action a battle for a precious life. In a hospital room, the air crackles with tension as machines beep frantically, a symphony of dread. The anesthetist's urgent voice slices through the chaos. "Hurry! We're losing him!" A doctor applies electric shocks to David's chest, a desperate attempt to reclaim life. For a fleeting second, David's eyes flutter open, his consciousness momentarily pulled back to the brink. A mournful, continuous beep pierces the sterile silence of the operating room, a chilling symphony of loss. The electrocardiogram machine displays a flat line, a stark visual testament to the absence of life. The surgeon, defeated, takes a deep, ragged breath, his shoulders slumping as he steps back from the table. His voice, heavy with sorrow, declares, "He's gone. Stop everything. We have tried the maximum. Time of death, 10:54. In the sterile hospital room, David's raw, anguished scream tears through the air, a sound of pure despair. He lunges for the surgeon, his hands reaching out in a desperate, futile attempt to grasp a living form. He cries out, his voice laced with disbelief and agony. "No, it's not possible. This is the part of my profession I despise the most," he mutters, his voice thick with profound sorrow. David bursts into the hospital waiting room, a whirlwind of desperate energy. His eyes frantically scan the room, a singular focus on finding Sarah amidst the hushed anxiety. Sarah sits, her face a canvas of raw worry, tears tracing paths down her cheeks. Her almond-shaped green eyes, swollen with unshed tears, betray a profound anguish. She bites her quivering lips, a silent battle against despair, her hands twisting in a nervous dance. Every fiber of her being is poised, awaiting news that could shatter or save her world. In the sterile hospital waiting room, David reaches out, his arms yearning to embrace an unseen presence. He sees Eric and Lily, their faces etched with raw fear, tears streaming down their cheeks. The stark reality of his ethereal touch contrasts with the profound grief on his family's faces. In the sterile hospital waiting room, Sarah's voice, feverish and trembling, pierces the silence. For a fleeting moment, her eyes seem to meet mine, a strange connection in the tense air. But her gaze passes through me, fixing instead on the surgeon standing just behind me. Her voice, filled with desperate urgency, echoes, "Doctor, how is my husband?" In the sterile hospital waiting room, the surgeon's face is etched with a grave expression, a harbinger of devastating news. He addresses Sarah, his voice heavy with sorrow. "Mrs. Hirsch, we have tried everything, but the heart was very damaged." And Sarah's eyes widen, her world shattering as the surgeon's words hang in the air. A cruel, final blow. A guttural cry escapes her lips. "No, no, no, David, no, it can't be, my husband." In the cold, sterile hospital waiting room, Eric and Lily's small bodies shake as they cling to Sarah, their tears streaming. "Lily? Daddy? I can see you." Deep sobs tear through him, each one a testament to an unbearable pain. In the sterile hospital waiting room, Sarah's parents enter, their eyes wide with disbelieving shock, their faces etched with dazed sorrow. They rush towards their children, who are openly weeping, their small bodies shaking with grief. A crushing embrace, as the parents pull their grieving children into a tight hug, their own sorrow mirroring the children's tears. In a sterile hospital waiting room, Sarah's choked sobs shatter the heavy silence, her face buried in her hands. The stark white walls of the waiting room seem to close in, amplifying their sense of overwhelming dread. A profound despair weighs heavily on them, as if their world has crumbled into dust. Suddenly, Sarah's eyes roll back, and her body goes limp, a terrifying stillness seizing her.